Hey guys, it's me, Namaisa, and today I'm coming to you with my full coverage foundation routine. I do this routine whenever I feel like I need a little bit more coverage and I just want to doll myself up. You know, we all have those days. And yeah, since I have been trying out products, you know, like trial and error type of thing, and I now found actually products that I really like and that I find that works for me, you know, I thought, why not film a tutorial for it? So if you want to know how I do my full coverage foundation routine, then you know what you gotta do. Bye! Hey everybody, so like I said in the beginning, this is my full coverage foundation routine. I have been kind of working on this for quite some time now, trying out different products, and then I didn't like them so much and all of that, you know, just trial and error, just like all of you out there. But now I found products that really work for me and that I really like on myself, so I thought now it's finally time to film my full coverage foundation routine. Now let's get started. So since everybody's skin is different, I'm gonna leave the skincare for what it is. I already did what I like to use for my skincare, and now I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face. So what I'm gonna do first is just use my normal foundation, which is the M.A.C Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in NC 50. I'm gonna apply that on my entire face except for my eyes and brows, obviously, just to create an even canvas. It's not gonna cover up every little scar, it's just gonna give me an even canvas. So now that that is done, I just applied my foundation to my entire face and just give it an even canvas to match my, you know, chest area. But just like most darker skin toned ladies or guys, what have you, I have sort of a mask. I call it a mask. The inner part of my face is lighter than the rest of my face, or the perimeter of my face. Some of the darker skin tone ladies and guys have a mask over here saying that their chin area is way darker than the rest of their face. I have it in my neck, a couple of areas. You know, that's normal, that's okay, we'll work with it. But just because of that, I'm gonna apply a lighter foundation in the center of my face, so at the same time actually highlight, and then a darker foundation on the perimeter of my face, and at the same time again contour. And for that I'm gonna use It's Your Face, that's over here, It's Your Face Cosmetics Paramedical Kamaflage foundations, and for the highlighting part, so in the center of my face mostly, I'm gonna use this one right here, which is called Caramel Cream. And then for the perimeter of my face and to contour, I'm gonna use Coffee Bean. So I'm gonna take the M.A.C 159 brush, and I'm applying the Kamaflage or Paramedical Kamaflage foundation right underneath my eye to highlight and to also cover up my darker circles. Okay, see the difference between this eye and that eye? I love this. Obviously, everybody's face is different, so please contour and highlight to suit your face. Not just mimic my technique, as in, don't just mimic the style of contouring highlighting, because it may not work for you. Bridge of my nose. I'm highlighting all the areas I want to come forward in my face. Okay, so that was the highlight part. Again, I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna blend anything yet. Now I'm gonna do the contouring. Well, if you want a really strong contour, I suggest go a couple of shades darker. If you are lighter than me, then this is probably a great shade for you to contour. If you're darker than me, then I would suggest go a few shades darker than this for a more outstanding, like more of a dramatic contour. And then with that same brush, I'm going around the perimeter of my face and just apply the product wherever I want to contour. but not yet blending it.
So now that that is done, I'm gonna blend everything nicely together. I'm gonna use a beauty blender-ish type of sponge for it. It's damp. I'm gonna use the back of the sponge to blend the contour and the top of the sponge to blend the highlight. If you don't have a beauty blender or something like it, you can use your favorite blending brush you use for your face. And all I'm doing is just stippling it in, or buffing it in, however you want to call it. I am keeping the contour in place. I'm not gonna rub it or, you know, blend it together with everything like into one big blob of color. I'm just keeping it in place and blending the edges. And the same goes for my highlight. So now that I've blended everything together, it's time to set the foundation. So what I'm gonna use to set my foundation with is the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana. So yes, it's the banana powder. This actually, like, this shade of the powder works for me. So I'm taking some of that powder on a powder puff and I'm applying it underneath my eyes first. And I know this sounds weird or this looks weird, but I'm just gonna apply it here and let that set so it won't crease. So the foundation underneath my eyes, because the skin there is very thin, won't crease or crackle. So that's why I'm applying it like that. I'm actually doing this on all the areas I highlighted, so the highlight comes more forward, and again, so that it doesn't crease on me. Then I'm gonna wipe away the excess with a huge powder brush, you know. Now that the powder has set, I'm gonna wipe it away, so the excess, with this large powder brush from M.A.C. I believe it's the 134, and I'm just gonna brush away and also buff in the excess powder. Also on the areas where I did not apply powder yet, so I'm using the excess to mattify the rest of my face. So now that everything is set, I'm gonna give my face a little bit more definition, and I'm gonna use the City Color Contour Effects contouring palette, and that's this one right here. And I'm gonna use the contour shade. All I'm gonna do is just reapply, sort of say, that contour on the same places I contoured with that foundation, just softly, just to give it a little bit more definition. And now again, with that large powder brush, I'm just gonna blend and buff that contour in a little bit. And that was it, you guys. It's really simple. This is just my full coverage foundation routine. You know, with this, I cover up every little nick that I have in my face. Again, this is not something I wear on a daily basis. I do wear it some, you know, like from time to time. And I hope it was helpful. And obviously, until the next video. Bye!